everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Leo for the week of August 7th through the 13th. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you're going to have coming up for this week and how you can use that to your advantage. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and go ahead and leave the rest. And I just want to point out that this is August, and so we're having, come on there, we have two full moons. One is on, well, it already happened, excuse me, it was on August 1st, and then the next one coming up is on August 30th. So really pay attention to your intuition and your dreams and your daydreams and really see what's going on for you, because this is really an active month for people, for all signs. So I just want to remind everybody about that. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, Leo. Let's pull some cards for Leo. And remember, my decks are actually pre-shuffled. All right, so let's get this going. So Leo, all right, so Six of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the High Priestess. For your opportunity, we have the Eight of Swords. And for your challenge, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so interesting mix of cards going on here for you. So let me go ahead and show you how I read. This is going to be your recent past, your present, and your future. This is the advice and guidance from Spirit. This is your opportunity, and this is your challenge. And as a tarot reader, what I do not only is it the definition of the cards, but I actually feel the vibration coming off the cards, and I'm getting downloads and images and words as I'm doing the reading. So I translate that in my head, and I articulate it to you. So occasionally you might hear me stutter, and that's because I'm translating in my head. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So in your recent past, we've got this Six of Pentacles, and to me this is really just saying, you know, tender care is at hand. You know, she's run out into the snow, something scared her, she ran out there and she got lost, she didn't know where she was, and she's so tired that she literally just laid down in the snow, and you can see she's even barefoot. Let me just hold that up there if you can see that. And the rabbits, you know, saw her in need, and they came and they are blanketing her with their love and with their heat, their warmth, to keep her warm and keep her alive. So for me, this is your recent past. This is this kind of tender care is at hand, that you're needing some love and attention, you know, and this could be from an outside party, or, you know, you needed to give yourself more love and attention, some self-care. And then in your present energy, we've got the Hanged Man. So I'm seeing in this particular deck how this is that, you know, you're going in for a time of deepening. You know, you really need to go into some type of enlightenment, and you're searching for enlightenment, and to really deepen your understanding of some matters that are really important to you. And again, this is a general reading, so this could be friends, family, career, or relationships in general, your place in the world, and how you see yourself in it and where you want to go, right? It could even be your future, not just your present situation, even though this is your present energy. What you're contemplating could be your future, obviously, right? You don't want to always dwell on the past, but you want to learn from the past. Okay, so we've got this. You're really going into a time of deepening here. And I'll get some clarifiers in just a second. And then for your near future, we've got the Seven of Wands. And, you know, for your near future, whatever is going on with you, you're having to stand your own ground. There's people around you that they're misunderstanding you, either what you've said or what your actions are. But there's definitely a misunderstanding, and they're trying to knock you off your block, basically. They want to knock you off your pedestal. They want it to, maybe they're even sabotaging you. But whatever it is, they definitely don't want to see you succeed. So that is in your near future. But let me get some clarifiers. And again, my decks are pre-shuffled, but I will cut this deck. All right, so for the clarifier, we have the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. We have the World card, And just what I was saying, to contemplate your place in the world. You want to be part of it, and you're definitely thinking about it. Shh. Sorry, my dogs are playing in the background. All right, and so for the Seven of Wands, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's really some truth time coming in for you for what's going on. So in your recent past, like I said, you know, this is really that tender care at hand. And it's really, you know, with the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles as the clarifier, what I'm getting is that whatever it is that you ran from, you're changing. It's like, what am I trying to say? That it is slow for you to change and to kind of accept whatever happened in your past. That's what I'm getting for a download. I hope that makes sense to you. Is that it's very hard for you to see a situation that you were in, even though you ran away from it. It's still very difficult for you to actually see it. I'm getting that at the same time, you're able to self-actualize, but that situation is kind of a blind spot for you. But you're definitely able to self-actualize and start working on the self that you're trying to create. You can still be imaginative, creative, bold, and take action. But for whatever that incident was, you have a blind spot to it. You're very slow to see into it. Let me put it that way. And then for your present energy, with the Hanged Man, and it's called suspension in this deck. It's being clarified by the World and the Four of Swords. And so what I'm getting, just like I said, is that it's your place in the world, how you see yourself in the world, because I'm getting that you want to be part of it, that you want to be a player on a global scale for a lot of you. For some of you, maybe it's local, but you definitely want to be on, you want to be a player in the world itself. You want to really be involved, whether that's going to be, you know, a teacher helping children, or whether it's going to be going into politics or doing some type of nonprofit. Whatever it is, I definitely feel it. I mean, this could even be, I don't know, this just came into my head. This could be even someone that wants to be a Freemason, right? You want to join that. You want to be part of this fraternity, this international type society. I mean, yeah, you have a local lodge, but that's so weird that came into my head. That it might be something like that, that you want this connection, right? That, you know, and again, that's for men, really. So it's one of these things where, you know, maybe you want that connection with other men, right? Anyways, it's that kind of a thing. You really want to see your place in the world, and that's going to give you this type of fulfillment. And again, not only are you going into this time of deepening to find your place in the world and see where you want to go, I mean, it's actually being reiterated here. This is going to allow you to go into this type of meditation to figure out where you want to be, you know, to really have the sense of peace with what you want to do and where you want to be in the world. These are your thoughts, words, and your ideas. And so, you know, anyways, it's a beautiful energy, what you're working on right here. And then for your near future, like I said, this is the Seven of Wands. So, you know, you're really having to stand your ground. So I think with the decisions that you make and where you see yourself, you're really having to stand your ground with friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers that just don't like the decision that you made. And they want to force their opinions on you and their will on you. But you're not having it. You know, you're basically telling them to fuck off with this card right here, the Queen of Swords. And then you have the Eight of Swords. So, you know, you're really, you know, this is truth time, and she cuts through all the bullshit, and you're just not having it. These people are also wasting your time and your effort and your energy, by the way. That you don't have to defend yourself to these people. They're really annoying, and they're actually in the way. They're trying to also not just knock you off your pedestal, but they're really blocking you from your place in the world. So, you know, if you can, just go around them, or, you know, I mean, if it's friends and family, you know, you can have your peace, but don't let them completely manipulate you or prevent you from your path in life. They're just going to have to grow up and come to terms with it. Because he's also the more noble person, by the way. These people are just, you know, little dwarfs or trolls or gnomes, really, they're gnomes, that are really blocking the dragon's path. and the dragon is so much more powerful than they are. So that's you. You're more powerful than they are, and you see your place on this world scale, and they don't want to see you change. They want to hold you back. So be aware of that for your near future. Those are the people that are going to be around you by your decisions that you make, but you're not having it. You're not putting up with the bullshit. You know, you have clarity of thought. You're very brilliant about where you want to go. You've done so much work on yourself. And, you know, here, this is also a card of restriction. So I feel that there might be a split for some of you. Some of you are going to feel these gnomes and they're trying to knock you off, and it's because they don't want to see you succeed, and you're going to feel very restricted. You know, she can easily get out of this situation. That's a ribbon. She can lean up against the sword, rub up against it. The ribbon will, you know, be removed. Then she can reach up and take the blindfold off and then be about her merry way. But this is a card of restriction, and that's how this is making you feel, but you're able to cut through the bullshit. And maybe some of you aren't. Maybe it's going to take a little longer, but in the end, you realize that you're on your own path. And if other people don't like it, they can fuck off. And that's really a powerful thing to say, and it's a very powerful thing to feel, right? You don't want to let other people block you from your path. You don't have to hurt their feelings, but, you know, in the end, you have to see that because they're blocking you, that they really are, they really are hindering you, and they should be supporting you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. So we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups, so total emotional fulfillment, happy family. And I think that's... Hey, shh, Marcus, my other dog now. So we've got this happy emotional fulfillment, and this is the advice and guidance from Spirit. So while you're going through all this up here, you know, really you're on the right path, right? You're here, you're going to emotional fulfillment, and we've also got the High Priestess here for you. So really, you're pursuing your passion, and you're really in touch with, I would say, divine downloads from God is what I'm getting. But whether you're aware of it or not, because this is a card of inaction, right? This is not that magician where it's that active, beautiful, masculine force. This is more the feminine, where she's receiving this information. She's receiving it in her dreams, in her daydreams. It's more of an unconscious thing that she's getting a lot of information and getting in touch with a lot of the mysteries. And so this is what they're letting you know is the advice and guidance. So at that point, you're actually getting divine downloads and maybe even ancestral downloads. I'm getting that most of it is divine downloads from God. And so pay attention to that. You know, when you wake up in the morning, there might be something, you know, maybe it's one of those things where if you live on the coast, you wake up and you're like, wow, you know, I really feel like going for a walk on the beach today. You know, I just never go there. I live close by, but I'm just so busy. I just never make it there, and I don't want to fight traffic. But, you know, today is just one of those days where I feel like I'm just going to go. And maybe you were meant to go there to walk on the beach, to relax, to get exposed to the negative ions from the salt. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to cleanse your aura. And you just end up feeling so refreshed and that you're on the right path. Whether you're with someone or not when you go to the beach, that's up to you. But it's one of those things where you just pay attention to these things that are coming to you in your sleep, right? These divine downloads. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. And then what I'm getting for this also, let me back up, is that for the Knight of Cups, what I'm getting is that really you're on a more spiritual path and you're loving it, right? I mean, you're really loving this. This is really tied into your soul. You're on this spiritual path. And also what I'm getting is that you're looking for a more artistic life. You want to be able to express yourself artistically, whether that's going to be in music or art or dance. I mean, and when I was even talking about art, it could be something as simple as bonsai, but there's something where you need this emotional outlet to express yourself and to express beauty in the world, right? To create beauty and surround yourself with beauty, but to have this artistic outlet. That's really important for you as a person and as just to have your soul grow. That's very, very important for you, Leo. Okay, so now let's get the clarifiers. So we've got the Seven of Swords, and this is tying it in. It's really looking at this self-interest, like I said, with this artistic life and a spiritual path, giving yourself that type of self-care. This is not being narcissistic. It's not being selfish. It's really you showing yourself this type of self-care and self-love and self-compassion for what you're doing in your life. Oh my God, how beautiful. And then with the Six of Cups, really tying into this open heart, this type of, this type of like sweetness and beauty like a child has in their heart before bitterness or cynicism has touched their heart. Before they, as an adult, we have instances that, that just happens to us. That's just part of life, especially now. But it's a reminder to go back and to keep your heart open and to try not to be so jaded, if things come up for you. Normally I pull all the cards and then I go through, but I just, that was so powerful. I had to really comment on that. Then we've got the Hermit. Really, look at this, tied in with the Hanged Man. We've got the Hermit. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. And for the High Priestess, we've got the King of Swords and the Star. Oh my God, how beautiful. So in this advice and guidance from Spirit with this Ten of Cups right here, for you to have that emotional fulfillment, a beautiful, happy family, and really to have everything that you're looking for in like that type of emotional love realm. And that is really being clarified by the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. And I'm just getting that, with this type of wish fulfillment, you're really going again within and you're really looking for this type of enlightenment. You're really searching for what it is that you want. You're really having this clarity of thought. You're really looking for, okay, what actually makes me happy? What do I see as a happy family? What's going to fulfill me emotionally? And that's why over here, I really think that you have to have that artistic outlet. There's something going on where you need to really be able to express yourself, not just in career and other areas, but you need to have an artistic outlet. I'm getting like dance for a lot of people, and that could just be something you do alone at home. You don't have to like go somewhere. It could just be you putting on some music and then dancing and just enjoying life and being alive and movement. It's really important to have that type of movement. Okay, so getting this type of enlightenment here with the Hermit, you're really being called to go within, and it's really important for you at this stage in your life. And, this is going to allow you to make some changes, right? This is about control and being afraid of change. But with this type of enlightenment, it's going to make it easier. But, you do have this tendency to not want to change certain things. And in this particular case, with wanting this emotional fulfillment and going within to search, you just need to be able to make a pivot when the time comes, right? That's what I'm getting from this, is that you need to be able to make the change and make the pivot when the time comes, and to not be as controlling as definitive as you might say, well, this is what I want. But when something else comes up, to be able to pivot and try it, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I think it ties into what you're looking for, but it might not be exactly what you thought, but it turns out it's what the universe wants to present to you. Does that make sense? This is for emotional fulfillment, okay? So maybe the person that's presented to you, you wanted a blonde, they have red hair. Get over it. It's one of those things, okay? It's just like something like that. That's that simple. If they're going to give you this emotional fulfillment, get over it. Okay, so with the High Priestess, and you getting these beautiful divine downloads, I can really feel it vibing now. It's being clarified by the King of Swords and the Star. And again, this is just, you getting these divine downloads. It's a lot of truth coming in for you with this King of Swords. It's really allowing you to look at your life. And again, this is advice and guidance. So this is allowing you to look at your life from a really neutral point of view, but also very honestly and very openly about what it is that you're looking to do, what your place is in this world, and how you see yourself and what you want to create in the world. It's like, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind is what I'm getting right now. I literally got that. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? Because Leo, you're thinking big. And this is I think the third or fourth reading I've done for Leo where you're really reaching big. I remember last time for this month of August, I believe it was, or maybe it was for the first week, that a lot of you are writing a book and you have like big plans. And I still get that vibration here. You're creating a lot. There's a lot going on for you, but you're very powerful, and it's the world stage that you're looking to get on. You really want to put your name out there and have that type of recognition. And the universe is helping you, but you're very balanced with how you're doing it. Then you've got the star card. So you've got this hope, you've got this inspiration, you've got connection to God, to the universe. And wow, tie that in with the high priestess there with your divine downloads. And there's really no stopping you. This is just such a positive card. And it's really, it's also, I believe it is reinvigorating you. This is also talking about your health. This is really, if you've gone through something recently, I'm getting that, this is really healing for you, what you're doing right now. And I think the divine downloads are helping to heal you, but your connection to God and to the universe is helping to heal you too. This is a really big thing. I don't know. I'm just getting that for a lot of you that there's a lot of healing energy coming in for you. So if you've been through something recently, the gods are on your side and it's just sending it in. I can just feel it. So there's a lot of healing going on there. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the 8 of challenges. So this is the 8 of swords. Sorry for the language, but this deck, the swords, it's called challenges. And this is your challenge down here. So your opportunity is the 8 of swords. So what I'm getting is that your opportunity is to be aware of your situation and to stop thrashing around. If you thrash around and you panic, you're just going to make your situation worse. So if that comes up for you, maybe you're overwhelmed by a lot of the work that you've been doing, or maybe a little self-doubt comes up all of a sudden, something like that. Instead of panicking, just take a deep breath and try not to feel so restricted, because see, the 8 of swords is here and it's here, and it's that feeling of being restricted. So your opportunity is to really take control of this and to not feel restricted, especially by these people that aren't supporting you, that they're actually trying to sabotage you. So let's get some clarifiers for that. Yeah, here we go. See, I mean, you really have this beautiful divine assistance going on. So when this comes up with this feeling of restriction, and this is your opportunity, it's being clarified by the Temperance card and the 6 of Wands. And so you're going to have ultimate victory over this type of, really it's a type of an emotion, even though it's thoughts, words, and ideas, because it's swords. It's your emotions that are having this come up for you. Your ideas might be creating it, but this type of restriction and anxiety, it's really kind of an emotion, right? And so you have an opportunity to take control of that, to create balance and not let it get the better of you. And you're going to have victory, right? This is King Arthur riding in. This is that type of ultimate success. This is that pride. This is, and everybody congratulating him. But with this type of balance, I mean, you're on the right path. You have enlightenment. You're like an earth angel, star seed. We can even use that term. I mean, it's really, you just feeling balanced. You're balanced in your emotions and everything else. So when this comes up for you, just remember God's on your side. You're getting divine downloads. You're on the right path. Even if you have to be alone for a while and you're not getting that kind of support because this is coming up in your near future, like I said, you need to tell them to fuck off, and you just really need to be on your own path because you're so powerful. You're going to be happy. And if you're single and, part of the, like maybe your current partner is, or if you're not single and your current partner is one of the people blocking you, I'm just saying this. I'm not telling you to break up with them, but I'm just saying if it happens and you break up with them, I'm telling you, when you're on your new path with what it is that you're pursuing, you're going to meet someone that's on the same path, and your guys are going to be drawn to each other, and you're going to feed off of each other with that type of energy, and you're really going to help each other propel yourself into this world. Just want to throw that out there, but that's the image that I'm getting in my head right now from Spirit. Okay, so your challenge is the Five of Pentacles. So this is the card of lack, and what I'm getting is your challenge is that they are missing the blessings in the universe. And this could be because you're in survival mode for something, if something shakes you up. And this is your challenge. If you are the Leo that's in survival mode right now, take a deep breath, because you're missing the gifts and blessings that are coming to you in the universe. That's part of the divine downloads. And again, having God and this balance here, and then also with the star. So you really are protected. And if you don't feel like you are right now, take a look at what's stressing you out and making you feel restricted. Is it these people that are around you? Because you have a great energy, and something happened over here to make you run out there with that tender care at hand. So something happened in your recent past. You're fine right now in the present, but something's coming up in the near future. So maybe there's some people in your life you need to cut. I'm just saying that. Maybe they're not part of your tribe. Maybe they were a few years ago, or a few months ago, but they're not now, and they're not helping you on your path. And so you might want to think about releasing them, or setting boundaries and keeping them at arm's distance, or just not having contact, because I think that they're going to slow you down. Okay, so with this card of lack and you missing the blessings, okay, so it's clarified by the Chariot and the King of Cups. So with this card of lack and you possibly being in survival mode, what I'm getting is that, once you give yourself this type of self-love with the King of Cups, and then we've also got the Chariot, but once you really, really look at yourself and give yourself that self-love, self-compassion, and self-care, and really get in touch with your intuition, I believe that it will be so much easier for you to get out of survival mode, because this is ultimate victory. This is hard control. You are able to take control of your situation and, really create a lot for yourself is really what I'm getting. Sorry, I'm stuttering because I'm getting like a lot of downloads on this all of a sudden. I'm really seeing that when you come at it with a heart space, and I mean a sincere heart space, you're pursuing your passion, and you just have, I just see that they're showing me that your heart is just open. It's like there's your heart and it's opening up like a book. When you have your heart open, like when you walk into a room and you have a big heart, everybody turns to look at you because they can feel the energy of your heart. That's going to help get you out of survival mode. Okay? Because when you're in survival mode, you're tense and you're tight and you're not opening your heart. You're tense. In fact, you're protecting your heart, you're shielding your heart, you're locking it down. And that's part of that fear, right? Like when we say be in the state of love, not fear. Fear keeps you tight and it keeps you closed down, and it also prevents you from really getting the blessings that are in your life. And that's what's happened to these people right here. They're in so much fear and survival mode that they can't see the blessings that are being given to them. So your challenge is, if that comes up for you, if you're in survival mode, to please open your heart and be compassionate to yourself, not just to other people, but to yourself. And this is going to bring you this type of victory. I mean, this is ultimate victory. This is Julius Caesar riding into Rome. So it'll come in, and it'll come in fast, but it's linked to you opening up your heart and being in a love energy and not fear. This is fear. So when the fear comes up, do whatever technique you need to do to make it go away. Take a salt bath, talk to someone, take a walk around the block, whatever it is you need to do to alleviate that fear and get back in touch with your heart and your intuition, and you're going to succeed. That's what I'm getting. I mean, like on a big scale, on the world scale. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you for this week, for August 7th through the 13th. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if this resonates with you, please leave a comment so other people can see it too. And I like to see it. I like to know that these help. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. And thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great week. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.